ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sports Cruise live on Mila 98.3 FM. Happy New Year in advance, and I want to believe that you're getting prepped up for the regular. I mean, you know how people always do it at this time of the year. Everybody some people that have not gone to church in the entire year, all of them are rushing through, for the crossovers. I've always made a joke that the way Nigerians attend crossover service in this country, you think somebody had told them somewhere that rapture is going to happen on the 31st, and everybody wants the rapture to meet them in their own places of worship. But hey, welcome to Sports Cruise, the last edition of the show for the year 2024. And hey, I really need to appreciate you guys, the consistency over the last 1 year. Every single day I will put on this console, turn up this mic to have this conversation. You've always stood by us, you've always contributed, we've always won together, we've always celebrated together. Once again, we say Happy New Year already. Well, I'm looking forward to it. I'm already in 2025. It's just a few hours, in New Zealand. Well, the last edition of the show for the year, like I said, and this one promises to be less of us and more of you. We're going to open the phone lines very early today, and you're going to tell us your biggest sporting moment or moments of year 2024, of year 2024. Yes, there was the Olympics, and there was the African Cup of Nations, the performance of the Super Eagles at the last African Cup of Nations where they came second, the performance of the team Nigeria Paralympians that brought us some medals, even if it's not exactly what we want based on their previous performances, but at least excuse me, it was way better than in course now the able-bodied Olympians that just went in there and then just fill up the spaces. We had a lot, so we're going to open the phone lines early on the show today. Once again, apologies for my voice. Oh well, I'm trying. It's getting better. Yesterday was not even this good. It was a big struggle, but hey, I will continue to get it on. Once again, you're welcome. My name is Oᴏᴜ. I can the host with the most, and of course it's been an amazing journey. Unfortunately for Agbatomi, I can't tell you, he decided to go MIA today. The last show, he does not even know, maybe I want to give away for the sports cruise or the crew, I don't know. I can't decided to go MIA. It's okay, it's allowed. Agbatomi is here, and it's been an amazing year for Liverpool. It's a different conversation. 2024 started, in and out for them. Jogging Club left in August, and Slot came in, and he has slotted in effortlessly into Liverpool, delivering some devastating brand of football. And somebody was asking, is it that Salah was even underused and is just sitting comfortably, being lonely at the top of the Golden Boot contenders for the English Premier League? In the Champions League, Liverpool are also topping the table. In the Premier League, they're also topping the log. And you ask yourself again, who is going to stop Liverpool? Who is going to, be the clog in the wheel of their progress, stopping them from winning their second Premier League title since 2020. Somebody said their first title was a COVID Premier League. But the most important thing is that they're in a devastating run of form. I will run through some of the results of games that were played across Europe yesterday. English Premier League, Chelsea were in action. They had a game with Everton, Fulham and Ipswich. Out of the 9 available points, they were able to pick just one. We'll talk about that. Enzo Maresca, he had insisted that the team is not ready to compete for the Premier League. Is that exactly what we are seeing? I will talk about that also on the show today. For Manchester United, Ruben Amorim, this is the first time since 1936 that they were going to lose 6 games in all competition in the same month. Ruben Amorim in 12 games now, he's had 6 losses, 4 wins and 1 draw in 11 games rather. And yesterday yet again, Marcus Rashford was listed in the match for the first time in 5 games. And rather than to bring Rashford when your team was trailing at home, he decided to bring in he decided to bring in Anthony, and then we saw what happened. Back to back defeat at Old Trafford. And the question is this: how long will Ruben Amorim last as Manchester United manager? There's a coach that is also available in the market. Just relieved of his duty by Plymouth this morning after 14 games, just 7 months. Wayne Rooney. So maybe he's going to be the next in line to coach Manchester United. Perhaps the Lampard experience that couldn't work at Chelsea could work at Manchester United for Wayne Rooney. But I'm not saying anything. We'll dig into all of that also. But like I said, we'll open the phone lines once we're back from this break, take you to the result of games that were decided yesterday. There was a Premier League, a Nigerian Professional Football League fixture that was, held today, and then another draw for Eyimba. They let go of their manager,
Yemi Oᴘᴇɪ. That was on Saturday.
Yeah, a few days ago. And it looks like they're not comfortable where they are on the table. But we'll come talk about all of that when we go for this first break. It's Sports Cruise live on Milan 98.3 FM. There's Agbatomi in the house. We'll also look at projections in the world of sport of what we should expect in 2025. The qualifiers will return quick enough for the Super Eagles. We are standing at the threshold of history of not attending another World Cup because of the abysmal performance we've had in our World Cup qualification group. Are we still in the game? Can we still be lucky? We'll talk about all of those as we project where or what could happen in the world of sport ahead of 2025. Once again, you're welcome. We'll be right back.
Hello, my name is Godwin Enoch and I'm a broadcast journalist. Yes, my friend will tell me that I am a sport administrator by accident. Listen every day of the weekday to Sports Cruise on Mainland FM. God bless you.
You're listening to Mainland 98.3 FM. The sound of Lagos.
As we step into 2025, we are filled with gratitude for your unwavering support and love throughout the past year. Thank you for making us your #1 choice for news, talk, entertainment, and good vibes. This year, we promise to keep bringing you the best shows, the hottest heat, and the conversation that matters. Here's to a new beginning, growth, and endless possibilities from all of us at Mainland 98.3 FM. We wish you a prosperous and joyful new year. Stay tuned. Your favorite station is always here for you. Happy New Year.
Love amazing Nigerian movies, action, laugh out loud comedy skits, or gripping shows and series. Serve yourself all the drama, passion, betrayal, action, and laughs on YouTube with the YouTube buffet plan from MTN. Enjoy over 10 hours of YouTube streaming for just 500 naira and over 4 hours for 200 naira. Dial *312*800# to activate now. YouTube, made for you.
Hey there! Yes, you! You just won 5,000 naira cash! And you, sitting by the side, there's 1 month Showmax subscription to watch the Premier League waiting for you! You behind! Of course! You're not left out! How does 1,000 naira airtime and 2,000 naira Uber discount sound? All this could come true when you buy the No Unwrap and Win pack. Open it, look for a cube with a 6-digit code on its wrapper, text the code to 8011 and follow the prompts to stand a chance to win any of these instant prizes. Promo valid from July till December. Terms and conditions apply. Get extra value on the No Unwrap and Win pack. No, eat for good.
As the years they go, we dey work for dough. Some days it fast, some days it slow. Many highs and lows, but we carry go. Nothing go stop our doing so. Now the night just spirit, yes we move. With the family, there's love at home. We know say Christmas, it don't come over. Blow the trumpet, in parampe.
Hello, I go, go, go. Everywhere you go, go, go. Everybody go, lo, lo, lo. We go enjoy,
so we make we celebrate. It's a yellow, yellow Christmas, so we celebrate. When you hear the gbedu, everybody celebrate. It's a yellow, yellow Christmas, so we celebrate. We do it anyway, any place.
Disconnect from distractions. Go make a difference this season. Merry Christmas from MTN.
Chai, my head oh.
Oga landlord, why you dey shake like ceiling fan? Eh?
My village people don't come again oh.
This one with your body hot so, you don't do test?
Yes, see result oh.
Oga landlord, no be your village people. Na malaria, you need Luta. Luta na better medicine. We dey knack down malaria. Oya see am, take am.
Thank you, Oga Luta. I don't dey kampe.
Luta, brand of Artemata and Lumefantrine, is another quality product from Hovid, marketed by Pharmatex Nigeria Limited. If symptoms persist after 3 days, see your doctor.
Everybody say thanks, Luta. Malaria's in big trouble.
As we step into 2025, we are filled with gratitude for your unwavering support and love throughout the past year. Thank you for making us your #1 choice for news, talk, entertainment, and good vibes. This year, we promise to keep bringing you the best shows, the hottest heat, and the conversation that matters. Here's to a new beginning, growth, and endless possibilities from all of us at Mainland 98.3 FM. We wish you a prosperous and joyful new year. Stay tuned. Your favorite station is always here for you. Happy New Year.
Some days it's fast, some days it's slow. Many highs and lows, but we carry go. Nothing go stop our doing so. Now the night just spirit, yes we move. With family, there's love at home. We know say Christmas, it don't come over. Blow the trumpet,
hello, go. Everywhere you go. Everybody go lo lo lo. We go enjoy.
So make we celebrate. It's a yellow Christmas, so we celebrate. When you hear the bird, everybody celebrate. It's a yellow Christmas, so we celebrate. We do it anyway, any place.
Disconnect from distractions. Go make a difference this season. Merry Christmas from MTN.
You're listening to Mainland 98.3 FM. The sound of Lagos.
I suppose use my head, why I call no chick. I fell in love, and then show me shaggy. Why you break my heart in a million ways, but the sun will shine again. It's a brand new day. Walale, oh walale. My God will judge you, Baba God will judge you. Walale, oh walale. My God will judge you, Baba God will judge you. Dracula, so my blood like a Dracula. For me, see what you do now. I don't do like you do now.
Hey, you guys shouldn't worry. There's no Dracula in the studio. That's just Cody below. Dropping something for the body. It's been an amazing 2024 in sport, in entertainment, in current affairs, in politics, in achievement. A big shout out to everyone that came through for us this year for your support, and everybody that kept on calling and being a part of this show all through 2024. Let's do it again next year, which is going to be tomorrow, by the way. Today is 31st of December 2024, and is our 6:20. So I think we have about 5 hours and 40 minutes to step into a new year. Hey, it's been a crazy journey, filled with so much wins, disappointment, places where you feel like we can do better. But let's get straight up into it. Agbatomi, hey, we're done with 2024. I assume, because I'm already in 2025. In fact, I think I've finished January.
One is in 2025.
I finished January of 2025 already in my head like this, because hey, my guy, plans choke. But hey, a big year for us. What were those highlights of 2024 for you in the world of sports? Maybe you take the lead. We'll also open the phone lines for the people to call in 0913-600-0410. You can drop your messages on facebook.com/Mainland Mainland 98.3 FM. We're streaming the program live. So talk to us also. What had been your biggest sporting moment of 2024 as we say our goodbyes to a year that had been filled with so much expectations? I don't know, maybe some of those expectations were achieved. That's a different talk for another day. But the most important thing is that 366 days, and then we are alive to witness every single of those days. About Tommy, what had been the sporting moment for you in 2024?
Well, first of all, Poemi, I have to first of all send a greetings to our listeners. A good evening to everybody.
Without them,
without them, there will not be Mainland FM. And apart from that as well, I also think that on Friday as well also make it my 6th month here. So I think it's been it's been a massive journey. Yeah, wait, I mean,
Friday made it, or we'll make it.
We'll make it this coming Friday. So it's going to be a wonderful.
And it's like you have been here, like. Even before they start the station.
So apart from that,
you've been an amazing addition to the team, and not just on the sport desk, and the entire team, the aura you bring into the office space. It's always an amazing time.
I appreciate
being
that.
on the show with you as well.
I appreciate that. But then, I think we just have to talk about business right now. I know what I'm going to say is going to spark a lot of debate because I was listening yesterday. I'm always there for basketballs. But then, particular about Poemi, 3 things, made my year in the sports space in Nigeria. First of all, Nigeria coming back home with a silver medal from the AFCON. That was, a big one for me. I know, just like what I said, it's going to spark a lot of debate. A lot of people. A lot of people probably say, "Now, come on, we should not be celebrating mediocrity and all of that stuff." But you know what? When someone deserves some form of accolade, you give them their flowers. And I think it happened in the past when a lot of these I think part of the 1994 legends of the Super Eagles side were not given, should I say, were not honored with their promises from the federal government of Nigeria.
But they got later, maybe like 30 years after.
Exactly. So
I saw
them die exactly, and it's not when these guys, maybe God forbid, pass on that we now begin to celebrate them. You celebrate them when they are alive. Now, the second for me was Ademola Lookman being crowned as a CAF Player of the Year just couple of weeks ago. Very, very big moment. And the third for me, very, very emotional, was when the Paralympians came back home with 7 medals. I passed the Surrey National Stadium yesterday, and it made me remember the environment at which these guys are made to train. Some of them, their wheels, their what's it called now? Their wheelchairs exactly are in bad conditions, deplorable state of training conditioner and all of that. But for them to come back home from Paris with 7 medals, 2 gold medals, 2 bronze medals, as well as 3 silver medals, you have to give massive credit to them. And yes, you just have to appreciate what they've done. So for me, the top 3 for me, first of all, Super Eagles coming back home with the silver medal, all thanks to Jose Peseiro as well as his team. Unfortunately, Finidi George could not continue that good work of Jose Peseiro. The second one for me has to be Ademola Lookman winning the CAF Player of the Year, and then the third one for me the Paralympians coming back home with silver medal.
Well, Agbatome had made some amazing choices, and there's no way you want to look at 2024, especially in an Olympic year, and not pick your moments at the Olympics.
Exactly.
And like I said, Kipyego winning the 400 meters, and Tebogo also winning the 200 meters against a star-studded 11, becoming the first African to win a gold medal in that particular race, with Lionel's really heavy on his back, the man that had been unbeatable all year. But then there's just been a whole lot. But the Paralympians from Nigeria certainly just covers everything for me. Because as a kid that grew up in the street of Surulere, the National Stadium was more like a second home for me. And you every day see some of these athletes in how deplorable the conditions of their trainings are. Some of them, they literally, depend on other people to even feed after their trainings. You look at the wheelchair. I remember there was a time where the para soccer team of Nigeria was going to Abuja to do, I think, to get their passport visas for one, I think, AFCON, para soccer AFCON. And then imagine people that are already physically challenged, they still had an accident on their way to Abuja again. And so you look at what these athletes are going through, and then you look at sometimes how would only rally around them when the Olympic is closed.
Exactly.
As against how would always, secure grants for the, in quotes, able-bodied athletes that always come back with nothing. So this time around, there was a little departure. Big shout out to the mathematical sᴘᴏʀᴛs. He was an ambassador for the physically challenged Olympians. They rally around, were able to raise some money for them, even though the then Minister of Sports, as Senator Eno said, there was 3 billion naira for the athletes. I don't know how far that 3 billion will have taken them, but I mean, they still went against all odds. They broke records, brought us 7 different medals,
gold medals,
silver, bronze medals, and some of them even missed the medal by just tiny little details.
Exactly.
That you feel like we could have done better in those places. So for me, that has to be one of the biggest moments.
I think before we also forget that another high point for Nigerian sport as well was also when what are they called now? The basketball side.
The
Tigers exactly coming the first African side to get to the quarterfinals of the Olympics. Exactly, the Olympics. That's a big one. So it's a big one.
It's the Olympics, and then I mean that's just some really good moments. Of course, you can't take away the exploit of Ademola Lookman and becoming the first player to get hat-trick in the UEFA Europa League, whether African, European, no single player had ever scored 3 goals in the finals, and the quality of those goals, you can't even take anything away from them. And also looking at our own Victor Boniface being a part of that exceptional Abyla Bagusin side that won treble as well, and when the entire season unbeaten until they lost the final to Demola Lookman's Atalanta. I mean, those were huge moments for me in Nigeria sports. Globally, I think the fact that Paris was able to give us a spectacle of a game in the Olympics. The first opening ceremony that was held outdoor, it was held on the River Seine. Wow. So all of the athletes from all around the world had to be on the boats, and it was colorful. There was a little scare, a few hours to the opening ceremony, but the manner at which it was handled, everything was peaceful, everything was smooth. And it just tells you that when the human mind is ready to function, everything would naturally fall into place.
Very true.
France gave us an Olympics to fantasize about. So we're waiting for the United States.
USA.
Let's see what they're going to come up with. But this year, I've seen records broken and charted at the Olympics, and it's been an amazing year as well. For Edo Queens, first time making it to the Women's CAF Champions League, got to the finals and lost. It's a big deal for me.
Exactly.
At least we have a Nigerian side that got to the final of the Champions League.
I agree with that.
With little details, they could have won.
Yeah,
because I'm not sure if they were exactly overwhelmed in the finals. So they came that far. Apart from the fact that they made a lot of money also. For every round, there was $100,000, $300,000, $600,000 for qualifying for the finals. But more importantly, our name was up there, and then they got recognized by CAF at the CAF Awards as the Women's Club of the Year.
For the
female category. So I think those were really, really key moments for me also. For Manchester City, winning the unprecedented 4th Premier League title on the bounce, the 6th in 7 years, the 7th in 9 years, the transition from Pellegrini to Roberto Mancini, to Pep Guardiola coming in. I mean, those are amazing years, that transition. But Pep Guardiola just came through, and he literally changed everything.
Exactly.
He didn't just win. He was building a philosophy with other coaches as well. Enzo Maresca was in that space.
Mikel Arteta
is also in that place. Vincent Kompany is at Bayern doing some amazing stuff as well.
Xabi Alonso as well
while at Bayern. Thank you very much. So I think for me it's about the legacy that is putting on ground. Sometimes you pity him, especially with the run of result that Manchester are having right now. But again, the way Pep Guardiola had made a mess of every manager in the Premier League, it looks like everybody want Man City to fail.
I'm telling you.
I mean, those for me have being the biggest moment for Bayer Leverkusen. Also, going the entire season unbeaten. You just think they would lose. 97th minute they will get an equalizer. 99th minute they will get a winning goal. 95th minute they will get an equalizer. They just kept going. And I think the last time I checked, I think Bayer Leverkusen had about 16 games in all competition that they scored after 90th minutes, and they didn't lose any of those games. Wow. I mean, it's a crazy space. So I love that as well. For Formula One, big year. We've also seen some tremendous level of competition as against what we've had, in the last 3 years, where it's just been, a sweet sail for Max Verstappen. This year, we saw competition. Charles Leclerc was in the mix. Who else was a standout driver for me as well this year? Norris. I think Lando Norris as well, massive.
Perez as well.
Sergio Perez, that's the name I'm looking for. Sergio Perez was devastating in some of the races. In Azerbaijan, in Baku, it was his night, although Max Verstappen eventually did it. But again, the announcement that Lewis Hamilton is going to be leaving Mercedes, and then the way he left, he has struggled the last 3 years. Last year he didn't win a single race. He had just 2 podium finishes, but this year he won some races, had some decent podium finishes, and he left Mercedes. And arguably, no disrespect to the Schumachers of this world and every great driver that had witnessed that F1 track, but Lewis Hamilton remains, if not one of the most technically gifted drivers that F1 had ever or probably would ever see. So those are the moments. The Ballon d'Or as well. Rodri and Vinicius Jr. Whatever drama followed it was also a big year in the world of sports. So you can also join the conversation. Which of these moments, made it good for you? 0913-600-0410 is the last edition of the show for the year. By the time we're back here tomorrow evening, it's going to be 2025. I mean, life can be very, very funny. I mean, so we'll be here tomorrow telling each other Happy New Year. But today, talk to us. Tell me, what have been your most significant sporting moments? And maybe not exactly the biggest. It could be some form of controversy. It could be some form of big wins. However way you view it, what have been your biggest sporting moment of 2024? Talk to us. 0913-600-0410. You can also drop your comment on Facebook, facebook.com/mainland 98.3 FM. Let me quickly run you through the result of games that were decided yesterday. Aston Villa at Villa Park played a 2-2 draw with Brighton. Ipswich Town, their first win over Chelsea in 20 years, and their first Premier League win at home the entire season. Defeated Chelsea by 2-0. Manchester United, I told Akinta here yesterday that Manchester United would not win that game. I was thinking they could even get a draw. But against Newcastle have gone 5 games unbeaten since they won Arsenal. They've not lost at all. And then they add Pepe to injury for Ruben Amorim. Amorim. He does not even know how to walk again. And they lost at home, 2-0. Talking about Manchester United. Rivers United and Plateau United played a 1-1 draw yesterday. Como 1907 defeated Lecce by 2-0. And Bologna lost at home to Hellas Verona's by 3-2. Those are the result of games decided yesterday. Earlier today in the Nigerian Premier Football League, there was Enyimba at home against Bender Insurance, and yet again it ended in a draw. Goalless draw for Enyimba. Tomorrow, Arsenal would play Brentford by 6:30. It's going to be at the GTEC Stadium, the home stadium.
We are all behind Brentford tomorrow.
I'm sure the entire world will be team Brentford tomorrow. But of course, there are also games in the Championship. Plymouth without Wayne Rooney. He's been, they say it's respect when you say by mutual consent, sack na sack. And they've let go of Wayne Rooney after conceding 37 goals and not winning a single away game all season. I watched that game against Coventry against Frank Lampard.
I will talk about that.
It was a mess of a game for Wayne Rooney. So he's been relieved of his duty, even though the statement from Plymouth says that he terminated his contract
to save his face
by mutual consent. That was exactly the statement that Plymouth released. But hey, talk to us 0913-600-0410. Your sporting moment or moments of the year 2024. It could be Nigeria.
Before I also forget as well, you also have to also put was Novak Djokovic as also winning his first Olympics gold medal to complete his Grand Slam.
We have calls coming in already. Let's start. Good evening. Happy New Year in advance. Hello.
Good evening.
Good to have you join us.
Happy New Year in advance.
Same to you.
Okay. My name is Austin.
Austin, where are you calling from?
Calling from Ikotu.
Okay.
I want to talk about Mohamed Salah.
Okay, go on.
One of my players this year. I love that guy.
I'm struggling to hear you, Austin. Maybe you can change your location a bit. Okay. Try and call back. 0913-600-0410. Jacob Cool is texting already. He said, this is Jacob Cool. Chelsea board should collect all Nkuku balloon before loaning him out in January. What was that rubbish he played yesterday? Anyways, my high point is Atalanta winning the Europa League, while my low point is the Super Eagles of Nigeria being without a coach for almost a year. Jacob Cool, thank you for bringing the Super Eagles conversation up on here. I mean, I just don't want to think about it because thinking about it alone is annoying. Hello, good evening. Present, sir.
I greet you, my brother.
I greet you cordially. Happy New Year in advance.
Happy New Year to you, my brother.
Damn P Baba. I never mistake that voice.
That voice, legendary, man.
I greet you.
I greet you, boss.
Yeah, Happy New Year in advance to everyone.
Same to you. I wish you all the best.
Witness Agbatayo now. He ran away.
He has gone MIA.
Oh, I greet him as well. The last caller was saying something that his best player was, he said, Salah. He likes Salah so much. So I'm re-quoting his quote, so you will hear me. No, we Liverpool fans, we are the one. Liverpool is going to carry this league. I repeat, no more Farmers Club for anyone again. For Real Madrid and Man City. No more Farmers Cup. No more Farmers League again. So other people will take it so that they will share their own cake. They will carry their own cake. In fact, what I'm seeing is like Salah is leaving. I'm just worried about Liverpool.
It's going to be crazy if Liverpool let Salah leave, because by tomorrow morning, Salah can speak to clubs outside of England and even negotiate a deal and sign a new contract.
What I'm looking at. It's like Salah wants to leave and it's going to affect a bit. But other players are scoring anyway, but I believe it's going to affect a bit. But a bad one for Man City, at least they should come down so that we Liverpool will carry it. They must go down. Real Madrid too must go down.
Thank you very much. We'll talk to you next year. God willing. 0913-600-0410. Sport Cruise live from Milan 98.3 FM. We're taking your calls and also taking your messages on our social media platform. What have been your moment of 2024 in the world of sports? What have been those sporting moments where you've asked yourself that this is a good time to be alive? Well, the retirement of Rafael Nadal was a big deal for me in 2024. I've been privileged to, watch some great sportsmen in my lifetime. I've seen Ronaldo dominate. I've seen Lionel Messi do things that normal human beings can't do. I've seen the Williams sisters. I've seen Michael Schumacher as well. I saw the greatness of Lewis Hamilton, and I'm still hoping that I will see it again in his new team. I've seen Novak Djokovic. I've seen Roger Federer. But I've always been a 1000% fan of Rafael Nadal. The brute in his game, his commitment, his strength, his energy. We knew he was going to retire. It was a matter of when, not if. And when he did, the entire world felt it. Let's talk to this caller. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
You're welcome.
Yes, my name is Solomon.
Solomon, where you call from?
I'm calling from Ikeja right now.
Happy New Year in advance, Solo.
Same to you.
Well
what
done.
of the other guy? The other guy.
I can't tell you.
Yeah.
They down to earth man.
Okay. Although I'm a Man City fans, but I don't even have anything to talk there because the way
your team they do.
Club is good.
But before you start to support Man City solo, which club you they support? No lie. Which club you been they support?
The club they support Barcelona.
And why you not go back? Anna? Oh, back yourself this club.
No, I can't. See, I tell you that all those Chelsea fans they laugh at us. See what they happen for them now.
Not be small picking, not be small joke now. You collect.
Yes, now at least I just let Man City do away giving for this season.
They do give away now. Make another person
give away for this season. So next season, I saw you next season
back and better, back with a bang. Thank you very much, Solo. I hope you join us tomorrow, which is going to be a new year. 0913-600-0410. We're taking your calls and we're asking, what have been your biggest sporting moment of 2024? It could be your club, it could be your country making you proud. Talk to us. What have been your biggest sporting moment of year 2024? We'll also take your messages on Facebook. At Sondaka Samuel says, ᴏᴜᴜᴛᴜ, man, you will rise again. The last ᴏᴜᴜᴛᴜ we heard, we know where we are. Engineer Prince Issa Mustafa says, nice, good work. Thank you very much. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Good evening.
Good to have you join us. Your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Emmanuel, calling from Oguti.
Oga Emma from Songo. How are you doing today?
Yeah. I will say thank God. Happy New Year in advance.
Happy New Year in advance to you as well.
See, my own happiness is just the Chan Eagles. That's a home base Eagles
qualifying for the first Chan.
Yes.
After 6 years absence.
I'm just too happy for that. I'm just too happy.
Very true.
So that's my own greatest high point.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
He also coincided as well with the legends, the legends baby, being bet on that same day. Talking about Rabi Ali, even though he just played a few minutes, in 2 games. That's all.
I mean, is the face of the Nigerian Professional Football League, and I understand what you just did there, but God will judge you. If your mind is truly pure, God is watching. God is watching you. 0913-600-0410. We're just taking it chill. We're stepping into the new year in a few hours. I think exactly 5 hours. 5 hours and about 18 minutes. We're going to move into 2025. But what have been your biggest sporting moment in 2024? Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Ope.
You're welcome. Oh, give me some audio in your voice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Happy New Year in advance.
Same to you, my brother. Your name and where are you joining us from?
This is Alæģ BP.
Okay.
You're welcome.
This is a confession. I actually abandoned a sports show for your sports cruise.
Wow.
You, and I must tell you, you've got fantastic addition in Agbatomi and Akitayo.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Very much. Thank you.
They are fantastic guys.
Thank
you so much.
I don't normally miss your program when you speak. Then I tune in.
Thank you.
My greatest sporting moment was number one was Lukman, the award. And when he stepped on the podium, he used this traditional.
Yes, sir.
He proved to the world that is a tradition that is superb. And second one is when this what's it called? Tyson Fury got beat by Usyk. This guy can make mouth.
Twice actually, never once. Twice.
So that's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, and more importantly, thank you for the kind words. Thank you for leaving a sports show to get addicted to our own. These are the kind of things we love to hear. Guy, 2024 also, I felt so bad witnessing the decline of Anthony Joshua. He's in Nigeria, by the way. He was with the Ogun State Governor, His Excellency Dakpabiode yesterday. Somebody made a joke that His Excellency had posted almost 12 pictures of Anthony Joshua, as if he's commissioning the project. I mean, that's just an enlightenment.
Yeah, about that. Yeah, I heard, I mean, from one of my sources that the Ogun State Sports Complex will be renamed exactly to his name, and apart from that, it would also be lighting the torch of the National Sports Festival that we're holding, next year. So I think it's also a big one for Anthony Joshua, and a lot of people as well also said he has come back to to Ogun State to come and do Agbara. Yeah, so it's a big one for him. I think it's a massive one for Anthony Joshua, and just like what the last caller also said as well, what's his name now? Tyson Fury being beaten twice by a YouTuber. Come on, it's so sad. First time in May and the other time in December. No,
that's just, people are just wicked for nothing. I think another low moment for me also was Israel Adesanya's loss to Dicros Duplessis in August in the UFC fight. UFC 305 in South Africa. The way he succumbed in that fight, I was still watching playback of it earlier this morning, and I kind of felt bad for Kamaru as well. It wasn't just a good year for Nigerians in the combat sports category, from the UFC to boxing. Anthony Joshua losing to Daniel Dubois in such a, I don't want to use the word disgraceful, but you can't take anything away from the greatness of Anthony Joshua. Oh my word, since he turned pro after going to the Olympics, he has gone on to dominate. At some point he was holding the WBC, IBO and IBF belt, and then he had to get up for a mandatory challenger. He's been consistent, and more importantly, he had never ever stayed away from his root, and always made the world know that, hey, I'm Nigerian. I may be representing the Great Britain. I may be seen as a British boxer, but I'm a thoroughbred Nigerian, and he had never turned his back. He's always come home. He's doing a lot of charity works, connecting with his roots, relating with his boys. So I felt like, hey, he deserves to always win. But in life, you don't always win.
You win some, you lose some.
You don't even lose. You either win or you learn. You learn how to do things differently. That's what I always tell people. I don't lose in life. If I do something and it didn't go the way I should do it, I would rather feel like, okay, maybe I should have taken 4 steps and I took only 3. I come back and I do it again,
to try better,
and it get absolutely better. Let's talk to Samuel. Welcome to Sports Cruise.
Oh, how are you?
We're very good, and you happy New Year in advance.
Yes, happy New Year. We are already there by the grace of God.
Are you in Japan or you are in New Zealand? Which of the countries are you?
By faith, I'm already in it.
Yes, sir.
And something goes with you and your colleagues there.
Thank you so much.
My high moment in this sport 2024 is your crew there. In fact, I give it to you.
Wow.
Because without you, we can't hear anything. I can't. I used to think, how do you cope with the work we are doing with one and all that, and at the same time, I give it to you, especially. I pray that by next year it will be better. It will be better in Jesus' name.
Amen.
And my low is our Olympic not winning a single medal. So it was so bad. Well, we should start early in preparation so that in 4 years' time we will do better. I wish you a happy New Year.
And I wish you as well. I mean, it looks like it's our day today.
Our day to shine.
And I wish Akintayo was there to also soak in the kind words that our callers have been giving us today. Well, so when we say we are the biggest and we are the best drive time sports show on radio in the city of Lagos, we're not making mouths. We've got testimonies to back them up. 0913-600-0410. Somebody said we are a sports moment of the year. That's amazing.
I would have sent this proud moment to this proud moment to Akintayo. But doesn't have a phone. It's so sad.
Oh boy.
It's so sad.
I know Akintayo is listening.
It's so sad.
Akintayo,
it's so sad.
That did not happen. It didn't come from me.
Sad.
I completed the statement.
Maybe we should just do good for me for Akintayo.
I don't trust that boy with GoFundMe. I don't trust.
You can't eat the money.
0913-600-0410. Let's have a conversation with you. What have been your biggest moment of year 2024 in the world of sports? Is it in Nigeria? Is it the Super Eagles of Nigeria? What have been your biggest win? Hello, good evening.
Good evening, gentlemen in the studio.
Good to have you join us. Happy New Year in advance.
Same to you guys in the studio. See, all the moments you touch lighted, my name is Wumi.
You're welcome, Wumi.
Yeah, all the moments you touch lighted are big moments, wonderful moments. My greatest moment is that, for which generation, this particular generation, living to witness those moments is something low to air out. You understand? For we witnessing all those great moments, seeing individuals who are surpassed their talent to amass great honors. Individuals like Messi, Ronaldo, Ademola Lookman, generational talent like Lamine Yamal coming up into the stage, to give prospect for a better future for the game. You understand? And up and coming individuals like Jude Bellingham at Real Madrid. These are great moments in the life of Nigeria. We have talent locally and internationally. We will have to break that voodoo that had always been in Ghana. Surpass it to go to the Chan. So they have a great moment, and then you guys always be there to give us great content in sport, football, sports. I keep to keep us alive in spite of everything that's going on within the country and start to show this country. You guys are massive. You understand? You are adding value to the sporting arena, the sporting sphere in Nigeria. These are moments that we should cherish. Living to witness everything that is going on in the world, being alive to celebrate this moment. May the Lord continue to keep you safe.
Amen.
There are so many moments in sports and in every other thing that one cannot even single out some individual, some particular moments. But every other thing that just have to give grace and gratitude to the Lord for making us to witness every other thing, for keeping us alive and making us part and parcel of you guys. Listen to you every day. May the Lord continue to reach Mainland FM, your management, all the staff of Mainland FM, and you guys in particular. May the Lord continue to reach you intellectually, spiritually, physically, materially,
financially,
and all the other listeners also.
Add that part. That one is very important.
Before you drop, and let me also appreciate you.
Very important.
If there's one, we have thousands of people that listens to us, that calls on the show, and we appreciate every single one of them. But your consistency on this show is worth emulating. Every single day you're on this show contributing, acknowledging what we do. So we also say thank you to you for your consistency. I know how difficult it can be getting through to these phone lines. So I imagine how you always do this every single day. So we thank you as well. You've been a part of our success.
My mother, we didn't know about me before. You brought him to the when the other guys left. We thought this show would die down. They didn't come from nowhere. I was so happy. I always pray for you, okay? You are such an intellectual. And may the Lord continue to impact you in everything you pray for in this life.
Amen.
Cheers, Agbatomi and your other guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Amazing guy. Always available. Always coming through. And we appreciate you as well. 0913-600-0410. Let's read some messages. Okay, let's pick a call here. Hello, good evening. Hello. Okay. This person is obviously not ready to talk to us. We've got messages on facebook.com/mainland at 98.3 FM, where we're streaming our program live. Darlington Ogbo says, good evening, guys. My own high moment was our Paralympians doing well in the Olympics, and my low moment was Arsenal losing the league last season. Darlington from Okokomaiko. Zakaria Jalil Damilare says, my biggest sporting moment of the year is Lookman winning the African Footballer of the Year. Well deserved, absolutely well deserved.
Exactly.
I never had a doubt for a single day. So talk to us. What have been your high moment and low moment of 2024? When we come back for the show tomorrow, it's going to be a new year. God's plan in our lives. We'll also ask you, what are you looking forward to in the world of sport ahead of the new year? Another low moment for me also had to be the inability of the NFF to get a manager for Africa's biggest footballing brand and one of the most marketable team in the entire world since February, when we celebrated our golden silver, and then with all of the pomp and energy that came with it, we've not been able to have a manager in between our qualifiers. We've done the trial and error with Finidi George. It didn't work. Then there's the African Pep Guardiola, the one that the Austin Eguavoen. It had also not worked, and it has put us at a very bad place of almost not qualifying for the World Cup. We're not in Qatar.
That's not the fault of Austin Eguavoen. It's the fault of Finidi George. Austin Eguavoen took Nigeria to the AFCON 2025 that'll be going down this time next year. So that we're talking about.
How many games did Eguavoen coach us for AFCON? Show you.
AFCON qualifiers. It was the entirety of the AFCON qualifiers.
So why
he qualified?
Hello, sorry, hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
You're welcome.
How are you today?
We're good, and you?
Well, thank God. I don't have any high or low. I just want to have some little questions.
Go on, please.
Please, I want an update on Bashali.
On Bashali?
De La Sisi.
Okay.
And Jᴏɪᴜ Oᴘᴇɪᴇ. Where are those guys? Any update on them? Please.
Bashali, Jola Sisi, and
Jᴏɪᴜ Oᴘᴇɪᴇ.
Jᴏɪᴜ Oᴘᴇɪᴇ. I know how I can easily get an update on Bashali. I'm very close to one of his brothers, so I can get to that. Hopefully by tomorrow we'll have an answer to all of the questions you asked, and I appreciate you. The former sport minister, Sunday Dare, when he wanted to go for his mandatory challenge, but I'll make inquiries about that and get back to you, God willing. But you will not get an answer to that question until next year.
I'm trying to record.
Akintayo missed a moment
I'm trying to record it, to be honest.
Partially, the world heavyweight undisputed champion, I forced Tᴏɪᴜ and I took him to the cleaners. You know, you are my last caller for the year.
Wow.
Listen, I'm trying to remember the name.
You didn't have to see his face.
No, funny enough, I was thinking it was politics, actually.
I must appreciate you, but I forgot to appreciate you. I want to appreciate you, Abatomi, Abatayo. Anytime three of you are there, I'm telling you, there's okay smoke door. I'm telling you, you make the show lively. And also appreciate the former guys too, Wale Adigo and the other one. So, Mainland FM, I can't do without you. I don't know why. I'm just sticking with Mainland FM. My name is Dampi. Thank you so much.
Thank you also. And you have to take this one. You are the last caller on the show for the year. So this is for you.
Yeah, I deserve it.
Yeah, absolutely deserve it. Everyone. I mean, I can't call your names. Greatness. Man City's format unbooed you, but you are still very much up there with our fans that always keeps us going. Agbatomi, it's been an amazing year.
Yeah.
And I will say this not to flatter you. You've been a massive addition to the sport desk.
Thank you so much.
And just like one of the callers said, you know, where we needed to have a personnel change on the desk, a lot of people expressed fears. You know, I had to just run it for about a week, 2 weeks alone, but I was very sure that you popping up on board will just make us better, and you have. And big shout out to Akintayo as well. Akintayo has been a part of the family for like 2 years now, and he had always been available. A lot of people didn't even know that Akintayo was interning, or he's been interning for the past months. When he used to come before, he's just interim. Now he has intern. But a big shout out to you guys for always making it happen. And of course, to the guys at the back end, the producers, thank you. And let me also send a shout out to all of my producers on all my shows. Thank you guys for always making it happen. So let's make it a date next year. Okay, sorry, tomorrow. Next year is just about 6 hours from here. I hope you're looking forward to when this show returns by 6 o'clock tomorrow, the 1st of January 2025. We're going to be asking you, what are your expectations in the world of sports in 2025? My name is Oᴏᴜᴜ Akinode. They call me the host with the most. Have an amazing end of the year. And as you drive around, be very careful, be security conscious, and keep your dad locked only on Mainland 98.3 FM. Happy New Year in advance to everyone.
Red rum. All we know is
hello,